Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Camel Up. Camel Up, well, at least the version I'm showing you, this is the first edition, is from Z-Man. Plays 2 to 8 players. Mine actually plays 10 because I'm also showing you the expansions. In 30 minutes, if you're playing with a lot of people, it's going to go longer than that. And what this game is it is effectively a camel betting game. So there's going to be 5 camels, which are pretty cool because they can stack up, hence the name Camel Up. Yeah. And you're going to be betting on which one of these camels you think is going to win the lap or the leg of the race, meaning the round, and which ones you think are going to win the whole entire race and lose, come in last place in the whole entire race. There's going to be some mitigation of the camel that's in last place. There's going to be some sabotage that you can do to try to cause camels to stay in the back and get other camels in the lead. It's chaos. It's madness, but it's awesome. So that's enough talking about it. Let's just go down to the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Camel Up. This is the first edition. All set up for 3 players. I'm also using modules 1, 2, and 3 from the expansion, which are basically, what is module 1? Module 1 is this, I believe, or longer track, and some extra tiles. I'm using the cameraman, and I'm also using these dice for the last place camel. It gets an extra die of that color, goes up to 2, and I'm also using these extra bidding tiles. We might not get into all this, but it's out here. I like to play with all of it. There's one thing I'm not using, but I'm using everything else. So to set up, you're going to basically do this. You're going to roll all the dice in the pyramid for starting positions. I've done that. So we have white, green, and yellow on space 3, blue on space 2, orange on space 1. You'll put all the rolling dice tiles over here. All the appropriate color betting spaces here. And you're also going to give each player a card for one of each of the camels, an oasis tile, and 3 coins. And this player goes first. All right, so on your turn, you're going to do one action. The actions are, take this tile, put it next to you, roll, whatever die comes out, that camel moves that many spaces. The round is going to be over when all of these tiles are gone. There's 6 dice in there. We're going to roll 6 times. The game is over when one camel crosses the finish line. So it's going to be 3-4 rounds before the game ends. So you're going to be playing a couple legs, and a round is called a leg. So you can take a tile to let you roll. You can then also, if you want to, you can place one of your oasis tiles, either negative, which moves the camels backwards, or positive on any space you want. Couple rules. You can never put it on space 1, and you can't put it directly next to somebody else. So you can't do that. There always has to be a space between these tiles. Third thing you can do, you can take the camera tile here, and you would be able to set this camera up next to a space on the board like this. For every camel that goes past that, you're going to get a coin. So if all these guys would move onto that space, you get 3 coins. If the yellow one would just move, you get 1 coin. So you're trying to make the best out of that. Next thing you can do is you can take one of these betting tiles. If I take this tile, that means at the end of this leg, I'm saying that blue will be in first or second. If they're in first, I get 5. If they're in second, I'll get 1. If they're any other place, I lose 1. Now, these are going to decrease in value as they go. They'll go 5, 3, and there's 2 2s. There's 1 for every color. I can take one of those. I can also take one of these. Say I made a terrible bet, and I think the blue is now going to get last. I can take this, cover that up, or take one off the bottom if I want to. And now I'm going to get 3 coins if blue gets last, but I'll get -1 for every other place. So that's, kind of tricky as well. The next thing you can do is you can bet which camel, I almost say horse, which camel you think is going to win the whole race. You'll take one of your cards. Say I think yellow would do it. I'd put that down there. And you can also bet who you think is going to lose. If white's going to do it, I would put it there. The first player to guess correctly there is going to get some points. Every other player is going to get some points if they're correct. For every time you're wrong, you lose a point. Money is points, points is money. Whew, that was a long one. I think that's all the actions you can do. So let's just go ahead and start. So this player is going to go first. What he wants to do is he's going to take the camera. So he'll take the camera. He keeps the tile over here by him so he knows he has it. And then he's going to take the camera, and just like I did in the overview there, I'm going to set it up right there. All right, so that's his turn. And we're just going to go down just because it's easier. I know that's not really a turn order, but we're just going to go down. So then this player, they're going to roll. So when you roll, you take one of these tiles. Can I put it over here so I know what's going on? And then you're going to take the pyramid, shake it, put it in the table, release, die. All right, so now green is going to move 2. So green camel moves 2. So everything on top of the green will move. So 1, 2. 2 camels went past the camera. This player gets 2 coins. This goes back to the middle, and the camera is now up for grabs again. And that was their turn. All right, so that's 1 roll. We got 5 rolls left. This player, they're going to put an oasis tile down, and I think they're going to go here. They're going to go +1, and that's their turn. Back to this player, and I'll explain what some of this stuff does when I get there. I think they're going to bet on yellow just to see what happens. So they're going to take the yellow tile. They're saying right now that they think yellow is going to get first place. Probably early, but that's fine. This player wants to take the camera. They'll take the camera and put it right here because they think green is going to move before yellow. Oh, green already moved, so it's going to be yellow. So they'll go right here. See what happens. And they'll take the camera tile. Okay, then this player, they want to roll. So they'll go ahead and take the roll tile. Shake. Orange is moving 1, and that is the bonus die. You can tell because it has some gray. So their first movement with orange will move 1. So orange will jump up on blue. All right. I think this player is also going to roll, so they'll take a tile. And then they'll do the same thing. Shake. Blue is moving 3. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right, because 2 of them went past the camera, whoever has the camera, which is this player, will get 2 coins. Then the camera goes back, and it's up for grabs again. All right, what do we have to move left? We got orange, yellow, and white. Orange is moving again. All right, so I think who is that? That was this player. So I think this player is going to take an orange. We're going to see what happens. And then this player will also take an orange. This player is going to, he's not feeling too great about yellow. So I think he's going to take yellow to get 3rd. So I'm going to take one of these tiles. I'm going to cover this up. I now think yellow is going to get 3rd place. We'll see how that shakes out. It's possible, but we'll see. Then this player, they're going to roll. So they'll take another one of these tiles. So they now have 2. White's moving 1. So they hit the oasis. It's this player's oasis, so they will get a coin. And now this is going to get interesting. It's going to bump it up 1. So now white is in first place, which no one saw that coming. Okay. So yellow and orange are moving. Oof. So whose turn was that? That was this player's turn. This player is going to, they're going to take a white because that feels like a good bet. This player will also take a white. Now, there's probably smarter ways to play this. I'm just trying to show you kind of what you can do on your turn. Then this player's going to go ahead and roll again. They're just getting coins for rolling. Orange is moving 3. So orange is moving 3. So 1, 2, 3. So they're down here. All right. So the only one that can move left is yellow. And I think they are, I'm going to do this. So they're going to move their oasis this way. Okay. Interesting. We'll see how it shakes out. And then I think they're good with that one. Yellow is not going to get third. It's not possible. But that's fine. They've made their bed. So they will just take... They're going to take another white. They'll take another white tile. Okay. Then it's this player. They're tired of rolling, so they're going to take the camera. Set the camera up right there because it's guaranteed to move past there. And then this player is going to go ahead and roll in the lap. And then I'll show you what happens. So we roll. Yellow is going to move 3. All right, so yellow's moving 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was worst case scenario. So the player who had the camera gets 2 coins because 2 camels went by, which is this player. This will go back. And that's the end of the leg. Now we're going to pay out. Everyone who rolled a die, meaning you have one of these tiles, will get a coin. So this player will get 2. And you can cash in, get 5s and all that. I'm not going to do that. This player will get 3. I'll just do that, fine. So they'll get a 3. And this player will get 1. They didn't like to roll. Rolling wasn't their jam. All right, then you're going to take back all of your Oasis tiles. So Beardy gets back his Oasis tiles. Then what we're going to do is we're going to pay out our bets. So this player said yellow is getting 3rd. Yellow actually got 2nd, so they're going to lose a coin because they were wrong. So that goes back. This goes back to the pile as well. Okay. I should have kept that on yellow because he actually got 2nd. All right, then they also had white getting 1st or 2nd, which is terrible. So white got 3rd, so they're going to lose 2 more coins, which is stinky. So they lose 2 more coins. Not a good round for the first player. Then this player has orange getting 1st. Orange is in 4th, so that loses them a coin. No successful bets. Nobody bet on blue. And then this player, same thing. They have a 3rd and 4th place horse or camel, so none of those pay out as well. They have to pay 2 coins. All right, and that is the end of the round. Now, to set up for the next round, all we're going to do is put the dice back in here. The player to the right of the person that triggered the end, which I think is this one. So in this weird situation, I'll just give it to this player. But it would be to the right of the person who triggered the end. We'll start. Then we're going to look and see who the last place camel is. It's green. They're going to get the extra die. And then we're going to go again. And you're going to keep playing like that until a camel or multiple camels cross the finish line. Whoever crosses the finish line on top, if there's multiples, is the winner. And then you're going to look at the betting cards up here, pay those out accordingly. Whoever has the most money at the end of the game is the winner. And that is how you play Camel Up with 3 of the expansion modules. Let's go to the top. See what we think about it. All right, well, that was Camel Up with 3 of the expansion modules from the Super Cup expansion. And I just added those because I like them. And they're all in my base game box, so I thought, why not? So this game is awesome. We've played this so many times. I've played the base game by itself. I've played with just the base game and the camera. I've played with the base game and just the extra dice because you can mix the modules around any way you want. It's just fantastic. And I love everything about it. But my favorite thing, the die rolling pyramid. Completely unnecessary. You could put the dice in a cup, shake it, roll one out. But how thematic is that? I broke my rubber band, so I had to get a jank green one. It kind of kills the theme, but whatever. It's awesome. It's so fun to roll that. It's fun to stack these camels on top of each other. It's fun to get a whole bunch of the camels landing on the -1 space, and it moves the first place camel back to last place, because if you move backwards, you go under the camel that's already there. Oh man, it's madness. It always gets exciting at the end when you're trying to get the blue camel to cross first, but someone does something and it causes the blue camel to move backwards, and here comes orange, and it comes and takes everything and completely messes everybody up. It's just so fun. So fun. So the expansion adds the 3 modules that I showed you. There's also one that I haven't played because I don't really want to play it, and it's like you're basically making an alliance with somebody about the betting. I don't know. I haven't played it. I'm not going to talk about it. Seems more complicated than it needs to be, but there is an extra expansion. But mostly I like the expansion for the camera and the longer board, so you just have more rounds of playing this silly game. and 10 players. There's no reason why you can't play this game with a ton of people. It's silly, it's fun. Just have fun with it. I also really like the art. I think the camels are silly. There's characters, there's female, there's male characters. Everything's covered here. I like it all. Production's just top notch on this. I know there's a second edition. I'm not going to talk about that one because I haven't played it. But this edition is incredible. I love everything about it. The colors, the production, the theme, everything is just out of control, and I love it. So I'm actually going to give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4.5 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Camel Up with 3 of the Super Cup expansion modules turned on. From Z-Man Games, I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.